Nobody's there. It's only us. One person. Nobody's there. I don't want to use.
Okay, welcome to today's class. We are still looking at the highest common factor, HCF. Okay, we are going to look at some questions that has a combination of LCM, lowest common multiple, and HCF. Okay, so we are looking at LCM and HCF today. Now, just to bring us back to speed on what we have done before, let's look at, just take one more example of HCF. Assuming I have to find the HCF of, for example, find the HCF of 42 and 70. 42 and 70. I'm going to show you another tricks of doing it. First of all, we are given the two numbers, 42 and 70. Okay, both are even numbers. Let's say 42. Factors of 42, they are what? 1, 2, 3 numbers that can divide by 2, 3. 4 cannot go. 5 cannot go. 6 can go. 7 can go also. Okay. 8 cannot go. 9 cannot go. 12. Okay. 42. Okay. Let's use a more simpler number. Okay. Let's use a more simpler number. Okay. For example, we are using more simpler number like if we are given 18 and 24. Okay. Find the HCF of 18 and 24. Okay, factors of 18, let's bring them out. Factors of 18, they are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. Factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, okay, 6, no, 4 is also there, 4, 6, 12, and 24. These are factors of 18 and 24. Now, the common factor CF will give us, they are 1. We'll take them together, circle them 1, 2 common factors, 3 is another common factor, okay, 6 is another common factor, 6 is another common factor. So 9 is not common, 18 is not common, 4 is not common, 12 is not common, 24 is not common. So the highest common factor among the factors, HCF, is what? 6. Now, this is one method of doing it. Finding the HCF of what? 18 and what? 24. Factors of 18 and factors of 24. Let's take it again. Factors of 18, they are 1, 2. When we say factors of 18, I've told you before that factors, numbers that can divide another number without a remainder. Factors of 20s are those numbers that can divide 20 without remainder. Factors of 5, factors of 6, factors of 7, factors of 8. Those numbers that can divide these numbers I've mentioned without a remainder. It's what we call factors of that particular number. So factors of 18 are no number that can divide 18 without remainder. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4 and 5 can divide 18. There will be a remainder. 7 cannot go. 9. Then the next number is what? 12. Then 24 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 9 cannot divide. 12 and 24. So we look at the common factors. They are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Now the highest common factor among the factors, the common factors, the among is what? The highest common factor is 6. That is the HCF. Okay, now we're going to look at another tricks on how to calculate the HCF. Still using another method that is similar to the SCM method. Okay, I'm going to take this off the board now. then we'll look at another way of how we can do it using a continuous division method. Now what you need to do is to put these two numbers into two different columns. Put them into columns. We have 18, we have 24. Okay, now let's see. Now 2 can divide both of them. 2 here will give us 9. 2 going to 24 will give us 12. Now look at the number that can divide 2 of them again. 3 can divide. 3 divide 9 is going to give us 3. 3 divide 12 will give us 4. Now no common number can divide them. You stop here. Okay, this is a shorter method. So you stop here. So the next thing you do is just say HCF now becomes the product of the divisors. So it now becomes 2 times 3, which is equal to 6. This is another shorter method of calculating the HCF instead of using the long method. So either of the method you use, you still get the same results. Now today we are focusing on questions that has to do with LCM and HCF combined. Have a very good question here that says, what is the difference between the HCF and LCM of 2, 4, 6, and 8? We have 4 numbers. We are going to calculate their HCF, calculate their LCM, and look at the difference between the HCF and the LCM. Sometimes pupils and students might be faced with this kind of questions in the exams. So, okay, let's continue. When you have this kind of question, you should know what to do. Let's call it example 2. Okay, I'll take this off now. Let's look at example 2. Example 2. We have example 2. Now we're going to look at. Now the question says, what is the difference between the HCF and the LCM? What is the difference between the HCF and LCM of 2, 4, 6, and 8. What is the LCM? What's the LCM? What's the difference between the HCF and the LCM of 2, 4, 6, and 8? They are all what? Even numbers. Now, in this case, we're going to calculate the HCF, the LCM. We will be using strictly the tabular method. Tabular method, we use it and look at the difference. Now, first of all, let's look at let's calculate for the HCF. So let's draw a table for HCF. So answer. Let's draw a table for the HCF. Now the HCF, we'll put them into columns. We have 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, let's put them in columns. We're calculating first of all for the HCF. Now let's look at a number that can divide everything. 2 can divide. 2 divide 2 give us 1. 2 divide 4 give us 2. 2 divide 6 will give us 3. 2 divide 8 will give us 4. No other number can divide them. No other number can divide all through. So from there, we just say that the HCF is 2. That's the HCF. Now let's calculate the LCM. For LCM now, we put them in columns. LCM, put them in columns. Okay. Calculating the LCM now, and we'll look at the difference. Okay, the numbers are 4. We have 4 numbers. We have 2, 4, 6, and 8. LCM, let's go. 2 divide 2 give us 1. 2 divide 4 give us 2. 2 divide 6 give us 3. 2 divide 8 give us 4. Okay, 2 cannot divide 1. Repeat 1. 2 divide 2 give us 1. 2 cannot divide 3. 2 divide 4 give us 2. Okay, 2 can still go. Cannot. 2 divide 2 give us 1. 3 can go. Okay, 3 cannot divide 1. 3 cannot divide 3 can divide 3 to give us 1. 3 cannot divide 1. So therefore LCM will now be equals to the product of what? The divisors, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2, that will give us 4. 4 times 2 give us 8. 8 times 3, that will give us what? 24. Now the question is, what is the difference between the HCF and LCM of 4, of 2, 4, 6, and 8. So the difference in mathematics, difference means minus, subtraction. So the difference will now be equals to, so you now say difference will now be equals to what? 24 minus the HCF, which is 2. So the difference is what? 22. That's the answer. So the difference between the LCM and the HCF of 2, 4, 6, and 8 is 22. Okay, we are going to look at another similar example. Now, if you are having a doubt about the method we use in calculating the HCF, I can simply remove this and we'll work it again using the method you are familiar with. Now, let's go. Now, what are the factors? Bringing the numbers out, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, using the other method of calculating the HCF. Now, factors of 2, they are 1 and 2. Factors of 4, they are 1, 2, and 4. Factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Now, let's look at the highest common factor. First of all, look at the common factor, CF. They are what? 1 and what? 2. These are the factors that are common. Okay. Now, the highest common factor from this common factor is what? 2. So the same method gives us the same answer. So the different method giving us what? Different, the same answer. So if you like, you can use this method. You can also use the other method. But the most important thing is knowing and getting the step right, getting it right. We are going to take example 2 on questions that have to do with LCM and HCF. Now we have another example here. Now, what is the difference between the LCM and HCF? What's the LCM of 36, 30, and 60 and their HCF? Let's call this example 3. Call it example 3. Okay, let's go to example 3. Example 3. The question is, what is the difference between what is the difference? What is the difference between what's the difference between the HCF? Okay, HCF of 36, HCF of 36, 30, and 60, and their LCM, What is the difference? So we're going to calculate, first of all, we'll calculate the HCF, and we'll calculate the LCM, and we'll look at the difference. Okay, HCF on this side, HCF on this side. On this side now, HCF on this side. What's the difference between the HCF of 36, 30, and 60? So we have 36, we have 30, we have 60. Okay. Now let's put them in columns. Okay. Now let's go. Let's divide with a number that can divide. Okay, let's go. We are trying to calculate, first of all, calculate the HCF, highest common factor. Now, what do we do? Let's start using the prime factor, smallest prime factor, which is 2. Now, 2 divided by 6 will give us 18. 2 into 30 will give us 15. 2 into 60 will give us 30. Okay, 2 cannot divide also because 2 cannot divide 15. So we'll go with a number that can go, 3 can divide. 3 divide 18 will give us 6. 3 into 15 will give us what? 5. 3 into 30 will give us 10. Okay. We'll stop here because no number can divide all through. 5 can divide this, 5 can divide this, 5 cannot divide this, 2 can divide this and this, 2 cannot divide this. So we'll stop here. So we now say HCF, which is a very short method. So HCF now becomes the product of the divisors. HCF now be equals to 2 times 3, which is 6. Now let's come to the LCM of these same 3 numbers. The LCM we are using, we have 36 put them in columns, 3 different columns. We have 30 and we have 60. Now we are looking at the LCM. Okay, let's go. 2 can divide 2 into 36 will give us 18. 2 into 30 will give us 15. 2 into 60 will give us 30. 2 can still divide. 2 into 18 will give us 9. Cannot divide 15. 2 into 30 will give us 15. Now 3 can divide. 3 divide 9 will give us 3. 3 here will give us 5. 3 into 15 will give us 5. 3 can go again. 3 divided 1. Cannot. Okay. Now 5 can divide. 5 can divide 1. 5 can divide 5 to give us 1. 5 can divide 5 to give us 5. Now the LCM, you now say, therefore, LCM will now becomes what? 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. So we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. 2 times 2, we have 2 2's here. 3, we have 3. We have 2 3's here. We have 1 5. So times 3 times 3 times 5. Now let's go. That will give us 2 times 2 will give us 4. 4 times 3 will give us 12. 12 times 3. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3 will give us what? 12. 12 times 3 will give us 36. 36 times 5 and checklist. 36 times 5. 5 times 36 will give us 30. Put out 0, carry 3. 5 times 3 will give us what? 15. Now 15 plus 3 will give us 8. That gives us 180. Giving us 180. So the LCM of these 3 numbers of 36, 30, and 60 will give us what? 180. Now what do we do? The question says, what is the difference between the HCF of 36, 30, and 60 and their LCM? Okay, all we need to do, like as I said before, recall, I told you that the difference in mathematics means minus. That is, you're talking about subtraction. So the difference between the LCM and their HCF will not be, you now see, difference. Now, will be equals to what? 180 minus their HCF, which is 6. 6. And that will give us what? 174. So the difference between the LCM and the HCF of these 3 numbers is what? 174. The HCF is what? 6. The LCM is 180. So LCM minus HCF give us the difference, which is what? 174. Okay. Now, if you are having a doubt about the method, this other method, and you want to checklist, you can still use the other method to check and be very sure. All you need to do is to put the numbers, arrange them, and open a column in front and bring out their factors. We have 36, we have 30, we have 60. Factors of 36, there are very many. This method is very cumbersome. You have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 6, you have 9, you have 18, and you have 36. 30, you have 1, 2, 3, you have 5, 6. You have 9 cannot divide, 10 can divide. You have what again? 15 can divide, and you have 30. You have the factors. Now 60, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cannot divide 60. Okay, now 4 can divide, yes. It was 15 each. Here 4 can divide. 60, 5 can divide also. 6 can divide, 7 cannot, 8 cannot, 9 cannot, 10 can divide. Okay, what else again can divide? Okay, 60, 11 cannot, 12 can divide, 15 can divide. Okay, 16, 17, 18 cannot, 19, 20 can divide. Okay, what again? 24, 25, okay, 30 can divide, and 60. These are the factors. Now, if you're looking at the common factors, let's see how we can remove this. We can delete this now out of it. And let's see if we can get a common factor out. Now, what is common factors? CF common factors. Now we have they are 1, They are what? 2. They are 3. Okay. 6, 6, 6. 5 is not common. 4 is not common, but 6 is common. 6 is one of the common factors. 6. Okay. 9 is not common. 18 is not common. 10 is not common. 15 is not common. 30 is not common. So the highest common factor from this is 6. So therefore, HCF is equals to 6. Now remember, if you are online and you want to ask a question, you click on the hand and you ask your question at the end of the lesson. So these are the tricks on how to calculate. We have questions how to do with LCM and HCF combined. Mostly, sometimes you might be asked to calculate what? To multiply the LCM of a particular number and their HCF. Let's take example 3. Example 3 on that. Okay, let's take example 3 on that, and that's going to be the last example for today. So I'm going to be looking at a case where we are asked to calculate, to multiply, to find the product. Multiply, product in mathematics means multiplication. Let's look at this. Multiply the LCM of 60 and 90 by their HCF. This is example, let's call this example 3. Okay. Fine. Okay, example 4, rather. This is example 4. Example 4. It said multiply the LCM, multiply the LCM of 60 and 90 by their HCF. Now in this case, you are going to calculate the LCM of 60 and 90, HCF of 60 and 90, and look at their products. Products means to multiply. Now let's go answer. Let's first of all look for what? The LCM. We'll put them in column LCM. Let's look at the LCM on this part. LCM of what? 60, 90 in columns. Okay, let's work on them. 2 can divide. 2 divide 60 will give us 30. 2 divide 90 will give us 45. Okay, 2 can still go. 3 divide 30 will give us 15. 2 cannot 45. 3 can go. 3 divide 15 will give us 5. 3 divide 45 will give us what? 15. 3 can still go. 3 cannot divide 5. But 3 can divide 15 to give us 5. 5 can go finally to give us 1. Okay, now LCM, therefore, LCM now becomes what? The product of the divisors. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. Now let's go. 2 times 2 was 4. 4 times 3 was 12. 12 times 3 was 36. Now 36 times 5 gives us 180. We can simply check this. 36 times 5. It was 30 times 0 carry 3. It was 15 plus 3, 180. Is that correct? So the LCM of 60 and 19 give us what? 180. That's the lowest common multiple of 60 and 90. Now we're going to calculate for the HCF. And at the end, we look at what the products. Let's calculate for the HCF. HCF for these two numbers. Now let's use the short method. We put them in columns, 60, separate them distance apart. Okay, I'll draw a line. Now what can divide? Let's 2 can divide. 2 divide 30 will give us 2 divide 60 will give us 30. 2 divide 90 will give us what? 2 divide 90 is giving us 45. The common number I can divide 3. 3 divide 30 will give us 10. Okay, 3 divide 45 will give us 15. We still have the common number I can divide. 5 divide 10 will give us 2. 5 divide 15 will give us 3. We stop here. So we can simply separate them. Now we are stopping here because now in this case we use the common number is 2. So here is 3. Here we use 5. Okay, and we're stopping here. So HCF will now be equal to the product of the divisors also 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 3 times 5. Remember, we stop here because there's no common number that can divide. So from here, 2 times 3 will give us 6. 6 times 5 will give us what? 30. So the HCF of 60 and 90 is 30. Now the question says multiply the LCM of 60 and 90 by their HCF. So the answer, what are we going to multiply? We're going to multiply 180 by 30. So we are multiplying 180 times 30. Okay, we're going to work that. Let's make a provision for one part. Okay, don't take this off. Okay, we're working them now. 180 times 30. Okay, using our long multiplication method, 0 times 0 equals 0, 0 times 8 equals 0, 0 times 1 equals 0, 3 times 0 equals 0, 3 times 8 equals 24, put down 4, carry, no, put down 4, you carry 2, 24, 3 times 1 equals 3 plus 2 equals what? 5, add. Okay, add, you have 0, 0, 4, 5. That will give us 5,400. So the LCM and HCF of 60, the products, okay, of the LCM of 60 and 90 is 5,400. It's worth 5,400. Okay, let's check it again. 180 by 30, 0 times 0 equals 0, times 8 equals 0, times 1 equals 0. Now 3 times 0 giving us 0, 3 times 8, 24, okay, put out 4, carry 2, 3 times 1, give us 3 plus that 2 you carried to give us 5. So giving us, add them together, 0, 0, 4, 5. That will give us 5,400. Okay? With that, we have come to the end of today's class on this. So if you are online and you want to ask your questions, you can simply click on the hand and ask your questions. Okay. How was it like? This is really,
It's not clear as such. The lights. Yes. Okay, you know that what will really arrange this place for really light teaching? We will need this studio light.
light in
This one